Hello VO202s and welcome to the second video on an introduction to After Effects. This video will continue from my earlier video, the introduction to After Effects 1, which all of you should have watched. Lol. If you haven't watched it yet, I suggest that you go watch it at home. And I will upload this video as well once the tutorial is done. So let us continue from where we left off. Just a quick recap. We talked about compositions and we talked about how to work with your layers and your compositions. We talked about putting in effects on individual words, and then we talked about how to sort of create how to change the keyframing to make the words animate faster. So today we are going to be talking about a couple of things, most important of which is how to import your sound and how to plan your sound and your words so that they synchronize well. And I will also be talking about how you can import your After Effects videos which are rendered into Flash. So right off the bat, let's quickly go and just recap again. You have your menu bar here, and to import anything into your project you go, it's bugging, File, Import, File, and then you just select your file. I think mine is my sound.mp3 at the moment, and so I've imported my sound file. So let's drag it in here. So right off the bat you can see that the sound ends over here. However, the animation, which I did earlier to show you, is way too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all these layers and just bring them together once more. Well, you know what, let's do it this way. And we need to do this. Drag these three layers and these three layers so that your starting point always ends in front of the sound. So let's continue from here. First I want to show you how you can preview your sound. Also you can hold an Alt and use your mouse wheel to scroll into your timeline. So let's scroll in all the way and let's go to a specific time step. Now you can, on your numpad, you can just push the dot or the dial button.
This is VIO 102.
And it'll automatically play from the current point, as you just saw here. So we want the word hello.
Hello.
Hello starts at around, let's see.
Hello.
Okay, hello starts way further than what it currently is. I think it starts around here.
Hello.
Yeah, it starts around the 1 second mark. The word hello appears.
Hello.
Yes. So we can see that the hello animation, the H,
hello,
should start there, and the word hello should end around.
Hello.
Let's see again.
This is
The O ends around there. So we know at this point our hello animation has to stop. So let's just go back in here and go to the keyframe, and we can see that the keyframe for that hello needs to be dragged back to that point, and it needs to start at that point. So if you look at this now, let's just play it again.
hello,
Okay, and let's start the RAM preview and see if it lines up.
hello,
Okay, first word is up and running. So you will be doing this for all of your words. I think the next one is this. So let's see. This started around that point.
This is
Yes. So we want the word this to sort of start appearing at that point.
This is
And we want to have it stop when the S is said.
VIO. This is VIO. This is V.
Yes, it ends around that point. So we're going to close this tab and we're going to open this tab again, and we're going to take these keyframes and put them on that corner so that we get the sort of effect we want. Let's try it from this point.
Hello, this is V.
Okay, so that word lines up perfectly now as well. And I'm going to repeat this for all the words, and I'm not going to be talking a lot, but I'll rehash some concepts while I do this. Again, remember you have to press the dot
VIO 102.
to preview your sound. So
This is VIO.
that S is still in there, so we want the is.
This is VIO. This is VIO 102. This is VIO.
That S is still in there a bit.
This is VIO. This is VIO. This is VIO 102.
Okay, let us zoom in a bit because it's hard to get the correct time step from this point. I think there is.
This is V.
That S is still in there.
This is V.
And
This is VIO. This is VIO. This is VIO.
okay, let's make the I start there. Remember, this is a very short word, so the moment it stops,
This is VIO 1. This is VIO 102.
this,
This is VIO. This is VIO 1. This is VIO
I
102.
think it stops around there. So we're going to change this sort of keyframe again and just make it stop at this position in the playhead. So let's RAM preview this again.
Hello, this is VIO 1.
Okay, so that word is fine at the moment. Let's find out where the VO word starts.
VIO 102. VIO 1.
I think it starts around that point.
VIO.
Let's go back.
VIO. This is VIO 1.
Yes, it starts here, exactly here. So again, we're going to open the VO, the word VO, and just drag that back. Open its keyframes over here. And we can see it starts there now. Now we want to make it stop. VO.
102. VIO 102. VIO 102.
Yes.
102.
Let's pre-render it and check it.
Hello, this is VIO 102.
Okay, that's okay. And let us just do that for the other word.
102. 102.
Okay, it starts here as well. I see that I have a 202 here, but the voice says 102, but it's easy to fix that. I'll show you how. And again, we're going to open up this, and we're going to open up our animator and our range selector, and just move that.
102.
Okay, and that 2 sort of stops there. So let's just drag that over there, and we'll do an RAM preview.
Hello, this is VIO 102.
Okay, so it says 102, but it shouldn't be. So just click on it, then click on the text tool, highlight that, and make it a 1. Yes. Just press enter again, and now I'm going to put this full screen and render it so you can see.
Hello, this is VIO 102.
Okay, so you can see the words match up perfectly with the animations. You will have to plan your effects in such a way that your quite flashy effects, your cool effects, should be done on words where there are a pause between them, which is easier to do in a lyric video than normal talking. But depending on your lyric video, the music you chose, the animation for your entire lyric video will become harder, because the closer the words are to each other, the harder it will be to animate the type perfectly. So you will spend a lot of time doing what I just did, just trying to find the perfect point in the sound to animate your words on. Now that we have this little thing, let us go to let's render this as a file format which is compatible with Flash. I'm not going to render it with transparency at the moment because there's no need. We want the sort of red effect there. So you can see what I did is I just hit File and I said Export and I said Add to Render Queue. Let's just delete that one. There. So what is added there at the moment is a composition which is named My Sound, which is wrong. So you have to be very careful that you click on the right composition when you want to export. The one I'm exporting at the moment is called Main. You can see it in that tab. So you will click on the composition Main. You'll say File, Export, Add to Render Queue, and you can see Main is added there. Now, let us talk a bit about the render settings. The output module at the moment is lossless, which means it'll output it as an AVI. You will get extremely large file sizes like this, which you don't really want. So let us change the format. I like going for FLV, and you don't do anything with the post render. Here's the video output tab. So if you want to render it with a transparent background, you'll click on that and just say RGB plus alpha, which I'm not going to do for this video, but you can do it like that. Then there are multiple types of things you can do with this. You can resize it during render, or you can crop it, which I wouldn't suggest. And you want to select the audio output so that whatever sound is on your main composition gets exported to your video. So let's click OK there. Now we have to choose where to put the file. So in the output 2 section over there, you'll click on the file name, select the folder you want to render it in, and I'm just going to select my desktop. After that's done, you will just click on render, and it's rendering quite fast at the moment, but the more detailed and more flashy your effects are, the longer it will render. So just a quick side note, you will need to give yourself at least 2 days to render your lyric video before any deliverable. So plan ahead of time, that's very important. Okay, so a sound appeared and the sound is ready to be imported. So let's open that FLV.
Hello, this is VIO 102.
Okay, so the motion blur only shows during the render, but it looked a lot smoother, as you could see. And our video is basically done at the moment. Just a quick note, I did not change the composition settings from 20 seconds. You have to do that and make it as long as the animation. If you don't want...
this is VIO 102.
Yeah, if you don't want it to just stay there randomly and restart, you will need to change the size of the composition's time. So let's look at how you can do that. You go composition settings. I think this thing is like 5 seconds at the moment, so let's change it to 6 settings and click OK. And yes, that's it. I'm not going to re-render it at the moment because it's not necessary, but I want to show you now how to import your After Effects and use it in Flash. So let's open up Flash. Waiting for Adobe products to open up, like always. Okay, while that starts, let's talk about some other stuff here. Font choice will be important in your projects. Remember not to violate any of the rules of type, specifically the medley of fonts, which means that you want at most 2 or 3 different types of fonts in your video. Even 3 is pushing it a little bit. You sort of want to get a cohesive whole in your design, so you'll have to pick fonts which work well with each other. So if you click on the font tab over here, you can basically scroll through a lot of fonts, and if you install any external fonts, they'll immediately appear over here. I just chose these 2 random fonts at the moment because I thought, yeah, I thought they worked well together. Looks like Flash is open, so let's open up a new Flash project. I'm not going to explain Flash's interface because I'm assuming everyone knows how this works. Okay. Let us, again, we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to say File, Import to Library. And then you are going to select your video. I think I named mine main.flv. Yes. So there are a couple of things you can choose over here. I would say embed the FLV in a SWF and play in timeline, because that will allow you to work with the video as if it was a symbol. So let us do that. And the symbol type is an embedded video. You can place an instance on the stage and include your audio. Next. And then just go finish. Sorry. Okay, so let's just throw that on here at the moment. Video requires 500 blah blah blah, 6 times kind of. So you just say yes, and then it should be there. Let us scroll out a bit. And we need to resize our document. 768. Okay. And we can just go onto this and make it 0, 0. So now your video is in Flash. Now, I've heard a lot of you asking me about this. How do I create a menu in After Effects? The short answer is you don't. You will create your video in After Effects and import it like I just did in Flash. You can place this and convert it to a symbol. Let's call it a video symbol. And yes, you just say yes there. And what you will do is click on this symbol, give it a name like a button. So now you can work with it like a normal symbol. So you can click on actions over here. You can click on the code snippets and event handlers and add a click event to this symbol and do whatever you need it to do with the video. So it functions like a normal symbol, except that it has a video inside it, and an After Effects animation inside. So let's just render this at the moment in Flash and see.
Hello, this is VIO 102.
And as you can see, your video is imported. A couple of things that I will mention here is that you will see that the demo is saved as an XFL file at the moment and not an FLV. If you do not do this, if you save it as an FLV, you will corrupt your entire application. FLV does not work well with video imports like that. Sorry, FLA. You will need to do this as an uncompressed CS6 document or CC document or whatever you're using. Use XFL, it will save you a lot of time. It works exactly like a normal FLA, it will just create a bunch of extra files in your folder like such. Let us just go in that. You go into demo. It opens bin library meta env, but you can still normally run your Flash project by just double clicking on that XFL document. So that is the basics that I wanted to show you today. This should be enough to get you started on your project. If you need any more help, please send me an email or come see me after class. Thanks.